Hi everyone. Today we're going to talk about the top 10 beginner mistakes that people make when they start working out. Before we begin, congratulations to you for joining the gym and making commitment to change your body and get healthier. Let's begin with mistake number 1. Avoid learning how to proper execute exercises. The first thing you have to avoid when you join the gym is to avoid to compare yourself to others. Everybody has to start somewhere, and you can't expect to enter the gym for the first time and bench press 200 pounds. So, instead of struggling about what others may think about you, just focus on learning how to perform the fundamentals exercise. Bench press, squat, deadlift. For example, for the bench press and the squat, just start with lifting the bar without any weight. And try to focus on mind-muscle connection. Feel the muscle contracting while performing the exercise. You have to understand how your body reacts to the exercise, the sensation it gives you. So, first of all, learn how to properly perform every exercise. By doing so, you're setting yourself up to see immediately the gains coming, while avoid having bad form that will just slow you down or worse, get yourself injured. Number 2. Don't ego lift. Please avoid make this mistake at all cost. It's not worth it. You don't have to show off at the gym, especially if you are just starting for the first time. You don't know what your limits are and you're not accustomed with lifting weight. You're still learning. You're like a baby that tries to walk for the first time. You can't immediately sprint, but you start slowly and over time you learn to walk and then to run. So, use a weight you can handle, use proper form, and don't think about others. You don't need to impress anyone, being your friends or other lifters. Also, since you're a beginner, you don't need to lift heavy weights. When you first start training, you will put on muscle very quick, even without using a lot of weight. Those are newbie gains. So don't you think you need to put tons of weight to build muscle? It's not true. And let's face it, you're a beginner. Number 3, get a trainer, or at least find someone experienced who can guide you through the basics of training regarding exercises to do, how to set up your training schedule, exercise form. But be careful that the person you're choosing knows what he's doing. Otherwise, you're wasting money, time. So, before hire a coach, ask some people about him. Also, asking to someone, it's an approach you can adopt. Many advanced lifter would be more than happy to share their knowledge with you. Number 4. Going too hard at first. So many people, they're amped up when they join the gym. They walk in and they train super hard from day one. They want the greatest gains as fast as possible. But this is the wrong approach. When you first start training, as I already said, you don't need to train very hard or do a lot of volume to make gains. Your body, it's new to the gym, and when you're new to the gym, little goes a long way. So, start with warm-up weights. It should look super easy. Use perfect control. Learn the exercise correctly, and gradually over time progressive overload, which means to go harder, but without overdo and ego lift. Number 5. Thinking that newbie gains will last forever. At first, it seems like every week you're getting stronger. The improvements are so easy to come by, but this won't last forever. The law of diminished returns is going to apply. When you first train, you get super fast gains, but as weeks goes by, the gains will slow down. You can get newbie gains in the first 1-2 years of training. Then it will slow down, and you will notice that it will become a lot more difficult to add muscle and to add strength. So, do not expect to add weight to the bar every single week you go to the gym. You must also be prepared to realize that the gains are going to slow down. Because if you're not, you're going to think you're doing something wrong, and before you know it, you're going to be using performance-enhancing drugs in order to keep growing. Building muscle takes time, so in order to keep putting on more size, you will need to make adjustments. Add more volume and intensity to your workout routine. Focus on proper recovery. Be on point with your diet. Mistake number 6. Thinking you need to add more weight every single time you train. This is really a common mistake. Everybody assumes that's the only way to progressive overload and keep building muscle. But this is not true. Adding more weight to the bar is not the answer. In fact, by adding more weight, you might risk not to be able to perform the exercise correctly, so you have a bad form, you don't have a proper range of motion, and instead than going forward, you're actually going back. So, instead of adding more weight, there are other solutions. You can add more reps, you can add more sets, you can use intensity technique, like drop sets, partial reps, slowing the movements in order to increase the volume of your workout. In order to build muscle, you have to provide a stimulus to the muscle, and when you plateau, a new stimulus can be achieved by increasing time under tension with the techniques I've just said. Number 7. Start with advanced workout routines. You're a beginner, and you can't think to copy the workout of some bodybuilder, like Chris Bumstead or Big Ramy, and expect to get the same results. They have years and years of training under their belt, and they can handle the workouts they are doing. They know their body and how it reacts. You're a beginner. You need to start out easy and over time gradually work up the training in a more advanced fashion. Number 8. Changing your training program too frequently. This is another big and common mistake. All too often, beginners are looking for the next best workout. They do a program for a week, they don't immediately see the results, and they think that they need a new workout, or they think I need to change my workout to keep my body guessing. So, instead of keeping the body guessing, you actually need to perfect what you're doing. You're not going to perfect your bench press in a matter of weeks. You need to do these exercises for months and/or years. Only after you have perfected these exercises and eventually got bored, you can make changes. Also, the progress you have made on these exercises will then transfer to the new exercises you're going to do. Mistake number 9. Avoiding cardio. So many people are thinking that in order to put on muscle, you have to avoid doing cardio. This is a myth, an old school mentality. Cardio won't slow your progress down. Instead, being better at cardio actually helps you perform better in the weight room. You will be able to go through your workout much easier without getting too tired. Also, your heart is the most important muscle of our body, so why you shouldn't train it? Just like you train your biceps and your abs, you also train your heart. Mistake number 10 is going through the motions of the exercise with no mind-muscle connection. You basically just grab the bar and curl it, throw it around, and then put it down. You're not actively trying to feel the muscle working. When you're doing a set, try to concentrate on the muscle that you're working. Do the exercise, slowly pause the weight, and really feel the muscle contracting and working. Also, the better mind-muscle connection you have, the better it will be to make gains and put on muscle. Hope you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like it, and share it with your friends. See you on the next one.